Hi and welcome. My name is Johnny Fergan. I'm from All Total Coaching. What I want to talk to you today, it's why it's so important to travel. Before we start, we have on sale a program that I created, How to Be a Man in This World, What Your Dad Never Taught You. For $89 US, it will transform your life. We talk about every aspect of masculinity that you've never ever been told about and you've never been taught about, especially those that grew up without a dad. We talk about sex, we talk about money, we talk about what is masculinity, we talk about what is purpose, we talk about how to overcome depression and fear, we talk about value, we talk about responsibility, we talk about high value people, low value people, and how to get what you really want and how you can be happy. Links below. Now today to our topic, why it's so important to travel. Recently I visited India and I went to Kashmir and I went to Mumbai and I went to the Taj Mahal. When I reached the Taj Mahal, I had tears in my eyes because I read about it when I was a kid and I saw many videos. Traveling the world is one of the most amazing experiences you can have. And people that don't travel, they don't even know what they're missing. The more I travel, and I've been to over 40 countries, the more I discover things about myself. And the more I discover about things about myself, the more it inspires me to see more. The more you travel, the more you're going to enrich yourself. And I would like to take this opportunity to tell you about mainstream media that lie to you. For example, I've been to Cambodia and I've been to the Philippines numerous occasions, and the amount of BS that we told in mainstream media how these countries are dangerous is without proportion and all lies. Now it's not to say that you should go to a danger zone, of course not, but make your research, but don't listen to all mainstream media is telling you, because I personally have been to the Philippines and remote areas and it's fantastic. Also to Cambodia. And yes, there's poverty, but it's amazing. And one thing I will say to you about Angkor Wat, it's not only one of the most amazing places in the world of history. It brings out things in you that you never thought. At the same time, I went and visited the killing fields of the Khmer Rouge in Phnom Penh. I highly recommend to do this. I highly recommend to see the world. When I went and saw Iguazu Falls a few years on the border between Argentina, Paraguay and Brazil. I've seen it in the videos on YouTube and I thought it was amazing. But when I saw the intensity of the waterfalls in Iguazu Falls, it was incredible. I highly recommend to do that. Also, I went and saw shows of tango in Buenos Aires. I can't tell you the delight. Although it's been a few years, it was amazing. Not to mention how cheap it is in comparison to the West, where they charge you prices that are insane. When I was in India, I paid a reasonable hotel for $22 US. And when I was in Argentina, a very good reasonable hotel for $19 US. Not to mention the food is cheap, not to mention transport, not to mention everybody's nice to you. Yes, it's not perfect, but the extraordinary prices we pay out in the West are not worth it. I made a promise to myself a few years when I was in Boracay that I'm no longer traveling Australia. And I haven't traveled since. And I don't intend to. And even if I do a little trip. Because the cost of here, just going to a small backpackers, is more than $40 a night. And if it's a reasonable hotel, we talk about $180 to $200 Australian a night. Not to mention if it's Christmas time on holidays, they jack up the prices even more. Why? Save that money for 1 week that you think you're going to the Gold Coast with your family or whatever, and go for 3 weeks to India, or to Nepal, or to Myanmar, or to Cambodia, or to Philippines. And if you'd like any recommendations whatsoever, I highly recommend, if you're in Cebu Island, to go to Cebu Islands, to go to Oslo. You can swim with whale sharks. Yes. Touch them and you'll touch the skies. But one thing you will touch is yourself. I have never been so excited and scared at the same time like when I touched whale sharks in Oslo. Look it up, Oslo, whale sharks, Cebu Island. At the same time, 20 minutes drive from there, you can see waterfalls that are called Kawasan waterfalls. It's amazing. I can be here for an hour to describe the beauty of it, but it's not worth it. You go in and you can swim underneath. You've got these little things, mazes, and you go underneath it. And it's amazing intensity of the water. I've been there 3 times with different people, and every time I was amazed. Sometimes when it was rain, when there was rain before and it was full, sometimes when it was not full, but regardless, the waterfalls are amazing. Also India, the Taj Mahal. When I saw the Taj Mahal with my own eyes, I had tears in my eyes. I loved it. Go and travel, my dear friends. Save your money. I have a great friend of mine in the US at the moment. He's the one that convinced me to go to India, and I thank him. What my eyes have seen in Kashmir and the mountains going across the valley in these places, amazing places where shepherds are still there, where the scenery is untouched. Every cent that I spent was worth it. So I want to thank my friend and his dad for looking after me over there. And more than anything, I want to thank Kashmir for the amazing hospitality, not to mention the cost of living. That is so cheap, and for $150 in the West, it's worth at least $700-800. You'll get 6 times worth of your money in the West. If you'd like any more information on where to travel and why you should travel, I've given you ample examples here, but open up your eyes. Go and travel, and I promise you, you will open your eyes to new possibilities, and not to mention that you will stop listening to mind fucking in your head, and you'll actually be able to think for a change. So you'll be able to learn about yourself, and you'll be able to heal your wounds, or whatever it may be, not to mention it'll make you happy. If you want more details, where I've been, or where you should go, precautions you should take, how you should travel, or whatever, contact us on john@sosdating.com. Look us up on alltotalcoaching.com. At the same time, I can change your life on every aspect of your life. Like I mentioned earlier, we have a program for men, how to be a man, what it is to be a man, what your dad never taught you. We cover all aspects of masculinity. We added more to the program recently. We've got all up 6 hours. You have a money back guarantee for 30 days. And I promise you, this will change your life. Thank you very much for listening. And to you, all my new subscribers, and every one of you that listen to you, thank you so much from the one line. Thank you very much as always. Thank you for listening. My good friend.